What's up, guys? How's it? Oh, that's not professional. Okay. Hey guys, how's it going? In today's video, we're going to be doing a very polite interrogation. And I'm the subject and the interrogator, so that's why I'm answering these questions. For like the 2 subscribers that are going to watch this. Hey guys, what's up? How you doing? How's your families? So I wrote down the questions that I choose to answer so I can make sure I look good. I'm just joking. I picked a diverse group of questions here. The first question, what type of music do you listen to? Really anything. Except heavy metal, because I don't like people screaming at me. I get yelled at on the daily at home in Arabic from my mom, so it's just not something I choose to do. One of my favorite bands is Cage the Elephant. I like The Strokes, The Killers. I love Keen, Melanie Martinez, Lana Del Rey. I don't know, I just listen to a variety. I love K-pop stuff, which is gonna lead me to my next question. Who is my BTS bias? Oh, you guys, it's RM. I mean, come on. How many languages do you speak? The first one you're hearing right now. وتاني واحدة بحكي بالعربي. How long have you been a photographer? Way too long, okay? Way too long. I'm about to change careers. I've been doing photography since August 2011. Do you see yourself living in America for the rest of your life? Well, I don't know. Depends where the country's headed, because we're going a lot of places. I don't know if I'm gonna get dropped off somewhere or where we're going on the bus of America. Ideally, I would see myself living here, maybe not in my home state, maybe in New York, maybe LA. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Maybe I could live overseas. I'm a very indecisive person. I take 20 minutes just to order from Subway. There's too many, like, do I want cucumbers on this? Do I want the onions? I don't know. So I think I should not be making major decisions right now in my life, okay? Until I get that figured out, like what kind of sandwich from Subway I want. But it's on my list of things to think about when the time is right. What is your top favorite show to watch? Well, you know, I always say if I wasn't doing photography, I could probably be a really good detective. I love crime shows. I love criminal justice. I watch a lot of 48 Hours, Forensic Files. I love watching interrogations. It's something that I've always been interested in. I love documentaries. Me and my sisters and my mom were at a restaurant one time, and I had just finished watching one of the Mount Everest documentaries, and I was like so fascinated by it. So I was excited. I wanted to talk to somebody about this mountain. So I'm sitting there trying to tell them about the mountain and how they have like base camps and how the altitude of each one, and then like their cognitive thinking is impaired at the top. You know what I mean? I'm just really going into this like I'm sounding very articulate. You know, I'm over here giving a thesis statement. And what do you know? About a couple hours later, a Snapchat emerges in our family group chat of me going on this tirade, and they were roasting me. They roasted me in the group chat. They just can't appreciate the beauty of Mount Everest and the people that go up there and leave their trash everywhere. In short, they took a Snapchat of me and made fun of me in the group chat, the family group chat, which was not nice. You guys, that was rude. I think what it comes down to is the psychology behind things. I'm very much into psychology. What makes people do the things that they do? Why do people want to climb Mount Everest so bad? Okay? You're risking your life to climb a mountain. Like, it's very, like, I want to know. But I don't want to do it, though. I would never, like, I'm not that active. I probably would, like, I'd Google images it, but that's it. I'm not trying to walk up there. Where did you work at first? So I actually started off working at a daycare. I took care of children, made sure that they were alive by the end of the day, and I was really good at it. You know, everybody went home safely. We learned a lot about children. I changed diapers. I did it all. I talked to a lot of 2-year-olds that year. Good conversations, though. They interesting folks, those 2-year-olds. They get mad really easily. So my second job, I literally lasted at for 2 weeks. It was at a local grocery store. The way that they do things is they change the prices so often. Like every week, the prices of all the produce and everything would change. And I would literally have to know like the price of apples every week. Like how much is there a deal? Like 5 apples for $2 or like 79 cents for like an avocado, you know? So, and I could not keep up. Okay, after 2 weeks it ended. I remember that the lemons were 7 for $1. That was it. But I didn't last. And then the lady kept calling me Jessie, even though that's not my name. The manager who worked there, I don't think she liked me very much. She would constantly ask me, how am I Arab if my name is Jessica? Like, why would my parents name me Jessica if I'm Arab? Like, she just went on this whole thing about my name being like not Arab, and I'm just like, do you want my mom's number? It's not like I came out at the hospital and I was like, oh.
Actually, after my diaper change, could you hand me the birth certificate? I want to make a couple of changes. First name, can we do that? Can we do Jessica, actually? Can we do Jess?
So yeah, needless to say, I didn't last there. It was 2 weeks. I got paid like $80. Where were you born? Okay, so I think I confused everybody because I posted a couple of Snapchat stories about Lebanon and being a citizen there. So I just want to clear it up. My parents are from Beirut, Lebanon. They were born and raised there, and then they immigrated to the United States, and I was born in Detroit, Michigan. I'm sorry for confusing you guys. I am a citizen of Lebanon. I don't have like a passport because like my American passport works amazing. Like the Lebanese passport, like we're not getting to many places there, you know? So I guess you could say I have dual citizenship because I am a citizen there. I could easily move to Lebanon anytime I wanted and just continue life there, but I don't think that I could see myself living there. What is your race/ethnicity? So yeah, I am Arab. Deep down, I'm brown. Did and do you have any pets? So interesting story actually. Yes, I'm actually a cat person at heart. I grew up with cats. I actually watched 2 of my cats give birth 2 separate times. It was kind of traumatizing. I saw everything. My cat needed support. The dad was not there, so I needed to step up and be there for my cats. And if I can share a story about growing up with cats, oh, there's this one story. Like, it still haunts me till this day. Like, it still bothers me. We had this one cat. Her name was Nikki. And, like, they were outdoor cats, so we just let them out and they do their own thing. And one day, I think I came home from school and I saw a cat, like, dead on the side of the street, like, right across from my house. And I'm like, oh, like, that's terrible, like a dead cat, you know? I didn't think anything of it. Like, it wasn't my cat, so I was just like, okay. About a couple hours later, I think my sister came in like screaming. She's like, oh my God, it's our cat. I'm like, what are you talking about? She's like, there's a cat outside on the curb. It's dead. It's Nikki. It's our cat. And I'm like, are you serious? So I went outside and I saw that cat that I had saw earlier was actually my cat, dead on the curb. The neighbor whose house it was outside of came out. She was like this old woman, and she saw me crying my eyes out, me and my sister, and we were just crying our eyes out. And she told us that our cat got hit by a car. I'm like, what happened? You know what? Like, so it's bothered me ever since. We took my cat and I buried her in our backyard. Till this day, I don't know who did it, but it was a hit and run. They hit the cat and they just left. So yeah. The first concert you've ever been to. Boy, do I have a story for you guys. I was like low-key convinced, but also didn't want to leave the house to go to this concert. It was the Alesso concert. My friend really hyped it up. She's like, oh, this is gonna be great. It's gonna be fun. It's Alesso. And I had never been to a concert before. I don't know how this stuff works. And I'm like, you know, let me like go out of my comfort zone, like go live my life, new experiences, all that stuff. Should have never left the house. So we went a couple hours early. We actually got like front row. We were standing. It was general admission, so you just stand. So we like rushed in. We got the front row. I was literally right next to the stage. But okay, first of all, the stage was like this. It wasn't even like this. You can see the stage. Imagine like a big speaker or not a big speaker, a big screen taking up the entire stage. So it's like this. So it's like me right here, and then like this big. The stage actually started like up here. They were up on a podium way up there. Behind the screen, so I had to like be looking up just to even see what's going on over there. I didn't know how this stuff worked. Probably the first 4 or 5 hours was opening acts. So Alesso really took his time. He came out at 12:30 a.m. or something. It was really late, okay? Basically, he came out at my bedtime. By that time, we had been standing for about 5 hours. I hadn't drank water. I hadn't eaten anything. I was being pushed, shoved. I was feeling claustrophobic. There's a big screen in front of me, as I told you guys, like beaming different lights and graphics and stuff, literally directly into my face. So I think all of those things really got to me, because probably 30 minutes into his set, I started feeling really dizzy and lightheaded. And so I was about to pass out, honestly. And so I told my friend next to me, I'm like, listen, I'm gonna pass out right now. Like, I gotta go. There were so many people behind me that there's no, dude, I'm like freaking this tiny. I'm trying to like walk through a crowd. So I needed help because I was about to pass out. My friend took me by the hand. My friend and my sister took me by the hands and started like walking. We were trying to walk against the crowd and no one would let us through. I was like, hello, just let me die here. This looks like a good spot. This guy's sneaker and this packet of gum and the clump of hair right there, that looks like a good spot to just go away. We immediately returned back to the front row, and then we flagged down a security guard. He saw me like just going out of it, so he actually came up to me, held me over the railing. He like held me over the railing, put me over his shoulder, and then carried me out in front of the whole crowd, in front of everybody. And then I went to like the medical tent, and the first thing the lady asked me is like, have you been doing any drugs? I'm like, lady, I watch Pokemon still. I don't even know what a drug is, what they are. How do you even spell? I don't know what that is. My mom would kill me. I don't think she'll believe me. I'm like, listen, I swear to God, I've never done drugs in my life. I don't even drink alcohol. So anyways, they told me that I'm not allowed to go back in, so we left. And that was the worst experience. I didn't even see Alesso, by the way. The podium was like so high up. The screen took up so much of the stage. You just saw, like, you're looking directly into a screen. So I didn't even see Alesso. I don't even know if it was him. They could have had some random guy up there playing music. They could have fooled me. So that's probably not the best concert to go to for my first experience. No one asked me this, but I want to tell you guys, because I've gotten a couple of these comments and I just want to clear the air because it's a little dusty in here. I just want to spray some Febreze and clear it up, okay? So one person commented, basically, you know, you have to just be born into a privileged family to be able to do what you do. She was basically saying like, I was born into a privileged family. And I was like, who? Me? Are you serious? I'm like, Habibti, the only privilege I've had is being poor, okay? There's no privilege in my life. There never has been. I just find it very interesting. I'll say interesting that people assume my gear was paid for by somebody else. Example, my dad. Oh, like her dad bought all of her gear. Of course she has expensive gear. Her family's paying for it. Yeah, her dad bought her this expensive camera and she doesn't know what she's... Listen, you could tell me that I don't know what I'm doing, my photos suck, like my jokes are unfunny. You can say all of that, but what you're not gonna say is somebody paid for my gear and helped me to be where I am today, because I bought all of my own gear. I paid for all of my trips that you see me on. Every single trip that I've been on, this girl paid for. I paid for my own car, I paid for my own utilities, mortgage, phone bill, like insurance, everything, all of my gear, everything you see here. This light right here, I paid for this camera, this tripod, that lens, these earrings right here, I paid for them. Yeah, I have expensive gear, but guess what? I bought it. I paid for it. I worked for it. It's not like my family didn't want to help me out. We just didn't have that much growing up. As I told you guys earlier, my family immigrated here from Lebanon. We didn't have anything. We didn't know anybody. So it definitely, like, I grew up in very humble beginnings. I think there's like an assumption that someone like me, little tiny like 4'0" Jessica could never have bought this $4,000 camera or this, you know, $5,000 light on her own. But surprise! I bought that plus more. Spend a lot of money on it. I don't even use that lens anymore. I don't know why I got it. What character is your pick at Mario Kart? Isabella. She has the cutest outfit. She's the most fashionable. She's kind of my height if you really think about it. Like, you know, we both get lost in the crowd and in a garden. And the burning question that everybody wants to know, are you really good at Mario Kart? Now listen, I think if you're already asking me this, you know the answer to it. I'm just saying. I don't spend my Saturdays at home to be bad at Mario Kart. I'll tell you that, okay? There's a reason that I don't leave the house. And that's because I'm so good. Why? I have to be on there on the tracks. I gotta be on the Moo Moo Farm track racing. Somebody has to do it. Somebody has to get first place. That person is me. Craziest thing you've ever done? I'm not a really crazy person. I think about everything way too much to even think about doing anything like slightly exciting or adventurous. But I would say I traveled to Paris alone, and that was pretty. I don't know why I did that. I don't know how I had the courage. I'm looking more like the Tin Man from Wizard of Oz. I'm scared of everything. So like 2016, Jessica really had a lot of. She was willing to go outside. But 2019, Jessica, she's in here doing this and playing Mario Kart. Anyways, so that I think wraps it up about me. I think that's it. So I hope that you guys enjoyed my stories, getting to know me. Like, do you like me now? Like, were you leaving hate comments before and now we're cool? Or are you gonna start leaving hate comments? Like, did I like just not do good on this? Okay, well, just let me know down low in the comment. Let me know down below in the comments. I would love to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Say hi, Pip. Pipsy.